Hello, good morning, everyone. I hope we are doing good. Yes, I know today is another day. We're starting late. We're sorry. We're going to just give again a few minutes for people to have notifications, and we're going to get going straight away. No time wasting. So as usual, we're going to give white people join. We're going to have a music break. We own no copyright for the songs we play. They are just like regular gospel songs or songs of encouragement or inspiring songs like that. So, welcoming for all those who are joining this platform for the first time. Stay around, you won't regret it. Just few minutes and we started. Happy weekend, Emmanuel. Okay.
My mouth can testify more than my mind can comprehend. See, I see the wonders of your grace. I'm so sure
I'm sorry for that.
this is not. See how far you brought me.
Let me be sure everybody can get me clearly, please.
I'm so glad from your world. I can see, I can tell, and I know it's your grace all my days. I will sing you over. See how far you brought me. I'm so glad you found me worthy. I can see, I can tell.
Welcoming everybody. So, encourage everybody that to join. Let's keep sharing.
I will sing your praise. My heart is full of gratitude to you, and no one else but you. Lord, I'm here. I'm only by your grace. Only by your grace. For my living on me. Is there? See how far you brought me. Is there? I'm so glad you found me.
Oh, so I'm still on these? Guys, I'm sorry. I have to show about.
And I know it's your grace on my head. I will see your
This is crazy today.
I can see, I can tell, I know.
Welcoming everybody. How we all going? So we encourage you as you come, share, tag your loved ones. We'll start immediately the songs finishes. So stay connected. The title of the song is Ebony. I think it's Ebebube. Ezebube rather. Ezebube.
Grace all the things.
Is it crazy, dog? Why you doing this? Hello, sis. Good evening to you too. So, guys, it's a 5 minutes. You have to join. Let's know where you're watching us from. Once you connect one-on-one with everybody. Happy weekend to you too, sis. Okay, guys, we started late, so we have to stop the song at this moment now to keep amazing and great, awesome people waiting. We're going straight to our amazing topic of today. Before we go to the topic of today, how many of us have noticed that um, from the way a match starts, you can somehow predict who is going to win. Like if you're going to watch a game, no matter the game, sometimes you can already predict who the winner and the loser is going to be in the game on who has more possessions, things like that. How many of us have noticed that? Yes, sometimes we don't get it right, but obviously we have things that, oh, if this person has more possessions, stuff like that. And also in that same line, how many of us have noticed that, yes, the fact that someone, for example, inherit a huge amount, or let me say, inherit a lot of material things, wealth, which is from a family, from maybe the parents, maybe from a spouse, maybe from someone, doesn't guarantee that that person is going to be great. So if you have noticed that with me, then you come to a point like me to understand that indeed the end of every game really is what matters. The end. Yes, of course, there are indicators that this person may win, but it's not often the case. So it means at the end of the day in this life, it's not really what you have now. It's not really what you had yesterday. It's not what you were born. If you're born with a silver spoon, wooden spoon, no spoon, or that spoon. But at the end of the day, it's what you do with what you have now. It's what you do with what you have now. So that is basically where topic is coming from because of course a lot of time mostly in this generation full of so much blessings and distraction, each time someone is winning, someone is losing. So each time that negativity, there's a possibility that there are a lot of positive things happening too. You just have to choose. And mostly in this time your algorithm will show you what you search, what you think. If you think about, oh, why is there so much accident, and you search, of course that's why your algorithm will keep sending you updates about accidents happening. Why are there a lot of divorces? The algorithm will keep giving you divorces, people divorcing every day. Why is there a lot? Why are prices increasing? Your algorithm is going to give you more information on why prices are increasing. So whatever you think, whatever you do with the things happening is what you receive, is what goes. So at the end of the day, it's not really what is happening, but it's what are we doing with the things that are happening. The good, the negative, whatever name or whatever, however you want to define them, what are we doing with those things? So yes, of course, it's based on that. The difference between a winner and a loser is basically in their mindset, the way things, the way the audio, the stops. So that is what we all want to definitely be talking today. By the way, guys, for all the connected, why do you think you're a winner or you're a loser? So, by the way, before we proceed, if you just joined and you didn't have the opportunity to share, we want this is a message. We are still in our series, as you see on the screen. I believe everyone can see it. Avoid your quenches. And as for last week, we said the quenchers are not always external. Sometimes it's just us. It's just the way we think. It's just the things we prioritize. So sometimes you are your own quencher. Sometimes you are your own quencher. So putting that in mind, that is what we today want to talk like. Yes, being a winner starts from you. So, by the way, how many of us here believe we are winners? How many of us here believe? Because if you don't believe you're a winner, you'll never be a winner. Simple as it is. How many of us believe we were born for greatness? How many of us believe we are great? If you don't believe so, that's where it starts. So, how many of us connected now believe we are great or born or destined for greatness? So, as I said, if you just join or if you shared, we still encourage you to share with your loved one. Personally, I wasn't able to share today, unfortunately. So, for those who are depending on me, I'm sorry. I was using my phone to play the song. So, for some reason, once I left YouTube, I couldn't share. The song stopped playing. So for that unfortunate reason, I could not do that to share with. And that is why I would beg you to say, if you're just joining or stepping on this video now, we encourage you to follow all our platforms. Follow us on Brighter Slow, that is my um, profile. Follow us on Creative and Independent Minds, that's our page. Follow us on YouTube on Brightest Light TV, that is our channel. So some people say, "Oh, I don't like Facebook." This same session, for example, now is streaming on YouTube simultaneously as well as the other platforms I mentioned. So we all want to don't we don't want to be our own quenchers. So for all those who don't know if they are born for greatness, they are destined for greatness, know that you may be quenching your own light, because of course you can't go more than how you think about yourself. Huh? Greatness starts from the mind. Whatever we do, everything that will make it that manifest, it starts from our mind. And now, when it starts from the mind, what happens is that things we have to do. We have to get up, um, work on them each day. We have to get up and make sure that we're investing on them each day. And so, greatness indeed is a choice. It's not like, oh, some people think that. That's why I said from the beginning that if all of us check, we have people that, of course, were born, they inherited a lot of things, but they are not great, right? We have people who had the best grades in their classes or in their schools, but they are nowhere to be found. No one knows them. They're doing nothing great. So that means it's beyond just the grades. It's beyond just what you inherit. It's something greater, right? Is something indeed greater. So, for this topic today, we're just going to talk about some indicators that you are not a winner. Some indicators that you're not a winner. It's like I could say some indicators that you're a loser, but I'm like, let me not be. Let me just use some positive words instead of that or that anger. So if you're not a winner, then possibly a loser, right? So, yes, indicators that you are not a winner. So we want to take a pause and take some minutes to ask yourself, like, indeed, am I a winner? Am I great? Am I different? Or what I'm doing, am I doing great things? So take some minutes and ask yourself and reflect on that. So if you've done yourself that due diligence to think about that, if actually you're great or you're born for greatness, or if you are a loser, because maybe you are losing and you know it, and you've not really taken that time to reflect. Because of course it's important to always take our time to check, to evaluate yourself, to verify our processes, to see if you're still on point, right? You may be destined for greatness, but you're doing the things that are quenching your light. So at the end of the day, what happened? You're a loser, not because you're meant to be a loser. So there are so many ways. I know sometimes people don't even know what to check. Like, what am I checking? I know that's what somebody may be asking, like, what am I checking? What am I checking? It could be your question, right? So to make it easy for all of us, I'm going to talk about some indicators, some things that we may check. So depending on what your priority each day is, Maybe you want to start from there. Like, what are your priorities in life? So, based on that, I will just take some aspects of life that could be your priorities or among your priorities. Of course, we all know there are different ways to get to the top. But do everyone who go to the top stay at the top? So guys, by the way, let's be active. I like and I love to see everyone talking. If possible, I like to see everyone's face. I don't like to be the only person talking. Yes, I saw some people in the comment section. So if you just join, be part of those active in the comment section. Positivity attracts positivity. Love attracts love. That is how the energies flow. So if you want to attract success, be part of have a successful mindset. Success attracts success. Money attracts money. That's why I see those who are afraid to spend end up always being poor because the money is somewhere, it's not increasing, it's not decreasing, and they're not moving. Yeah, on the same spot. So yes, we all have so many things we can check if we're in the we are losers or we are winners. So by the way, let me hear from all of us connected. Share with us in the comment section, please. What are some of the things that we all can check to know if we are winning or we are losing? As I said, of course, it's easy to get to the. There are so many roads we can get to the top, but the question is, do everybody who get to the top stays at the top? What happened? So, in other words, you can ask yourself, what are some of those things that prevent people from staying from at the top? Prevent people from succeeding and enjoying the success, prevent people from succeeding and sustaining that success, prevent people from succeeding and remain happy. Because yes, we've seen a lot of people that they get to a very good point in their careers, in their businesses, in their life, in their academics, but at the end of the day, they still go nowhere. Like you're basically in that same turning point, that same cycle, that same level, that's it, with the same complaints, with the same challenges. Nothing new is happening. Nothing is adding in your life. So you're doing the same. You're working so hard, but nothing seems to be adding up. So what can be some of those indicators? That is the question, right? What can be some of those things that we know that, oh, these are the things that we can be checking that, oh, if I have these things, I may stay at the top, or if I don't have these things, I may fall at any point. So, what are some of those things? Share with us, guys, in the comment section. Today seems a very calm day. What's happening to everyone? Where's everybody? Where are my people? So, it seems everyone's come to the but it's okay, and I just encourage every one of us, don't be shy. If you're just joining the family, don't be shy. That's why we come here to encourage. Like you were born for greatness, and greatness you have to be bold. You know, you have to be bold in this world. That a lot of things are changing. So okay, as I said, to make it easy, I know some people come to this live and some people even text me like this is a place we just want to hear. Move on. Move on, just keep going, you're listening. So but I just said good indeed, we want to not just be listeners, we want to be doers, we want to be part of the success, we want to be part of our own greatness. That's why I always encourage people to share, because talking is one of the way. Every speaking out is a way you prophesy things, in the way you speak, you speed up things. And I know a lot of us don't know that when you speak out, I am great, I am born for greatness, that is where it starts. You impart your mind, you communicating that to your spirit and soul. Like, oh, it's not just the body that wants to move, but even you have to move. You're the spirit, you're the soul, you have to agree to this. So sometimes you see the flesh really wants to do great things, but because the spirit is not ready, you get it, the spirit is not ready, the spirit is not informed, so nothing end up happening. We you see yourself fighting to do great things, but because you're even afraid to prophesy, you're afraid to say you're born for greatness, that alone is a limitation. So, okay, that being said, as I said, I'm going to make this thing easy for us to identify some of these indicators because, as we said, our goal this year is for us to shine a light in the maximum, right? And of course, shining a light in the maximum is not just to put on the light, put on the switch of a light, know who we are, know our purpose. That's what it's often said. There are people who know their purpose and don't realize the purpose. So, first of all, at this point, before I continue, it's important to say I'm not a perfect being. I'm a product of grace, which is just grateful and overwhelmed with the amazing things God is doing, not just in my life, but in this generation. If you open your eyes to see great things, you see great things. If you open your eyes to see negative things, you will see negative things, as I said a few minutes ago. But if you have those eyes active to see great things, you agree with me that this generation is indeed so blessed in so many different ways, so blessed in that things have been made so easy for us, so easy, everything, is normally in this generation you're not supposed to lie, because if you lie someone can goggle as you're talking, that can be goggling it, right? So that's one of the amazing things that we have this generation, like we have everything that accessible to us, like someone doesn't even have to come and feel like tell us what we don't know, because we can just search everything. So even in coming here, like these things have come to say something, if you're very true to yourself, if you have the right mindset, you can just Google and ask what are some of the things that can be indicators of someone who is winning. What are the threats of a winners, in other words? So you can use different words and you see amazing things popping. You see people who have said they have inspirational words about this, people who have written books, people who have done research. You see amazing things. But when you say, why are the people, everybody in this generation so backward, you also see amazing things in that direction, right? So yes, we have so many different things we use as which we can use to evaluate how well we are doing as human beings. You know, if I ask a question for those who follow me on Facebook, that's for my personal account, Bryce Still, I asked a question this week that why is it that when the same bottle of water you can buy in the regular grocery shop in your pocket, on the street, that same bottle of water, if you go to a location like the airport, that water becomes almost like sometimes triple the price, the price you buy at your grocery shop. And the question is why? That was the question I asked her. Why? That goes to you. Why is it that if you can be doing the same job in one company, a company will pay you so well. In another company, that same job they will pay you less. Why? That is value, that is strength. So that comes to say you may be offering different services, but because of your value, if they know that this person is already a successful person, when they're coming to you, they know they have to pay you well. True or true? When they know that this person has a lot of great influence, when they're coming, they need your influence. So success attracts success. So with that being said, let's go straight away to some of the things. As I said, depending on your priorities, you have one or all of these things, one, some or all of these things as your priorities. And if you have them as your priorities, the simple way to know if you're a winner or a loser is just to identify where you stand. So please, I want everyone connected, or anytime you watch this video, share with us based on these things I'm going to, these different things I'm going to have. So we're going to have in different orders. This world, first of all, keeps changing. So if you are not changing, just know you're a loser. Let's start from there. This world keeps changing. So if you are not changing, know that that's a threat of a loser. Let's start from there. It's as simple as this. The world is changing and someone is stagnant. What happened to this person result? Will the person results continue to be better or remain the same? Or, by the way, become even irrelevant? Of course, we know the result may become irrelevant. So one simple way to know you're a loser is to know check if you are changing, you are learning. That's why learning. So someone, by the way, said that the day you stop learning, you start dying, you stop living, which means you start dying, right? And this death is not only physical death, it may be financial death. For example, there are thousands of people now complaining about inflation, prices of things, but guess what? Someone who is changing with the trend is looking other ways that the person can make money. So that's we'll get to that point. So that is what I mean. First thing to know your loser, first indicator is to check if you're continuously learning or you've stopped learning. If you've stopped learning, that is one trait to say you're not a winner. Forget about the result you have now. Your result may be so good, the match just started, right? So imagine you when the match just started, you were the first to score the goal. Doesn't mean you're the winner. Of course, no. You may still have five consistent goals, and that your one goal means you. Oh my God, the win was 9-0. So that's what it is. So don't be so contented about what you did yesterday. Don't be so contented about what you're doing now, the result you're getting now. If you want to stay relevant, you have to keep learning. So that's one indicator to know, oh my God, you're losing. Oh my God, you're a big loser. Guys, are there some people who agree with me? Let me see that popping in the comment section. So if you know at this point from this first indicator, I said I'm not going to share some simple indicators to know you're not a winner, because sometimes we lie ourselves. And I said in this generation, one thing you should not do is lie. But unfortunately, that's one of the things we do every day. We lie ourselves a lot. And that's why we stress unnecessarily, because we don't face the simple reality. We don't like the truth. So if you're not learning, if you don't keep learning, sweethearts, know you're doing something wrong. Years back, it was straight and batter. It was very valid. Years back, it was just about moving door to door to share your ideas, to talk to someone. But it's not more valid. It's not. It doesn't even make sense. If they did that thing, you can send a text. Why do you have to drive to someone's place if you could send a text? Ask yourself that. So it's as simple as that. Why do you think you have to do the things the same way you used to do when you have easier ways of doing them? So that is number one. Number two, for me to talk about number two, I will talk about priorities again. Misplace of priorities. Ask yourself, what are my priorities? Uh-huh. If your priorities change based on how you feel, if your priorities change based on what people say, if your priorities change based on what is trending, you are a loser, you're not a winner. So those are it's very simple to know. They say men know themselves. So if you're this person that you get up today, this is what I have to do. Then you wake up, your brother say, this is what is trending. You just change your mind. You will get up today, so you're going to the market. You see a friend who's going to a gym, your direction changes to the gym. Or you get up, you leave your house, say, oh, today I'm going to do this and this and that and so. And you get up, you see another person who is doing that and Z, and you change your mind totally. We know all do like no reason, just because the friend is doing that. That is a simple indicator to know you're a loser. So that is about priorities. You get up in the morning. Those who don't have priority always follow the crowd. Those who don't have any vision always follow the crowd. It's as simple as it is. Those who don't have goals, who don't have any dream, because if you have a dream and you get up, that dream is so big, trust me, you're going to get up, manly invest on that dream. But if you don't have a dream, what happens? Wherever the cloud is going, wherever the wind blow, you flow. Wherever the wind blow, you flow. So the next one, it comes again. Maybe you can say the next set and stay under priorities, but we're talking about specific aspects. Spirituality. Some people say, oh, they trust God, they believe in God, but it's sad to say, but it's just a reality that some people depend on the gods of their fathers or their mother, the God their father told you about, or the God your pastor have been preaching about or telling you about, or the God is social, maybe an influential person you follow has been talking about, because this person served the God, you know that God, but you don't have a personal relationship with that God. I don't know about your God, but I'm just saying that if you don't have personal relation, whatever God you serve, forget about it. You're a winner. You're a loser. If you say depend on the God of other people, the God of Moses, and yet you don't have a personal relationship with that particular God of Moses, Of course, Moses will not always come there for you. You need to have an access to the door in the absence of Moses so that you can still get into the house. Does that make sense to everyone? So if you don't have access, you need your pastor all the time. Imagine your pastor is dead. What happens? Or imagine that person that you depend on to have access to the God. Oh, you need this. You go to this person to talk to the God. There's a problem somewhere. So that's why I always say I'm humbly a product of grace. Because of course it's grace that has brought me to this point, not because I'm perfect to stand here to talk to thousands of people, not because I'm perfect to talk to even people that I know are my mentors, people I learn humbly from. But it's because, of course, I know also I have a direct access to God, to that same God that all these great, amazing people are talking to. That's where I have my courage from. Because that same God that made was there in the time of Moses that could talk to Moses is talking to me and can talk to you. So that is just to say our spirituality, our choices, our priorities when it comes to our spiritual life makes us either winners or losers. The only reason David could be a winner in the face of a giant like Goliath is because he had a direct access to God. The only reason that even though someone like Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, the lion had no power on him, is because even while in the lion's den, he was still talking directly to God. Is that going to be your case if tomorrow you're in the lion's den? Will you still have that access to God or you have to call your pastor? Is it going to be your case if your brother tells you to be talking to God, you have to go and meet your father because it's your father's God or your mother? So you have to think about it. So that's another thing to know if you're a winner or a loser. So winners don't depend. Winners work that they should also have access to those great things themselves. Work intentionally each day. Let's talk now about career choices. So some people, of course, based on career, they go to where everybody's going. Oh yes, this is go now. This is where go to healthcare, be a doctor. Typically from the continent I humbly come from. Um, if you are not a doctor, you are not an engineer. Guys, text me share with us in the comment section the other professions that you know. You have to do them. I know there's engineering. There's you have to be a medical doctor. Like that is the only makes me understand medical doctor for you to be considered a successful person. That is if you're in the science domain. But truly ask yourself, how many of those lawyers, how many of those sorry doctors, those engineers do you know today that are the greatest? If you say all the people that are the greatest of all time, that you know, how many of them are doctors? How many of them? Having a platform like this was not created by someone who maybe was in those areas of threats we used to give. So in other words, the choice you made regarding your career will definitely tell you if you're a winner or a loser. So if you are the person who just do what is easy, or you are the person who go where is follow what is trending, or are you the one who want to identify where you actually belong? So based on that, you will either be a winner or a loser. So let's go to the next. The next is academics. Based on our academics, the things we study. Of course, as I said, career choice and academic choices, it seems like they are brothers and sisters. Some of us have studied things that they told us or things that were easy. Some of us want to study history but want to be lawyers. It's not like history is not a good thing, but did you see any clear path from history to becoming a lawyer before you did that? Ask yourself a question. Oh, some of us want to be for this. Some of people really want to be medical doctors. But guess what? They are doing things that doesn't even go in that direction. Some people want to be so the question is what you study. Is it in line to what you want to become? Is it in line with your career and purpose? or in line with what is easy or what is trending or what majority of people are doing, what is paying at that time. So those who follow just what is paying at the time, at the end of the day, may end up realizing that they have spent their entire lives or they have spent their time studying things that they may not even ever use. Of course, we know knowledge is never wasted, but sometimes we do waste time. Time is the real thing. For me, the real asset is time. So talking of the next area you can check if you're a winner or a loser is marriage. Marriage is something instituted by God. It's a blessing. It's a great thing to be married. Love is the greatest, of course, right? But guess what? How many people today who are married are even happy? Someone I just saw something yesterday said the highest people who lie are married women. Because for example, you see a married woman with some bruise from beatings. When you ask, "Oh, I got a scratch. Oh, I was trying to carry leave this thing and it fell on me." Meanwhile, maybe someone was clapping. So, oh, you try to see the mother crying. And what is it? No, something just entered my eyes. How's your marriage? The marriage is so good. It's so good. So, what do I mean? The choices of marriage is what the problem we have in our generation. It's not marriage. So some people marry mostly in this generation based on feelings, based on outer appearance, or based on material things. Why some people marry based on their purpose and their callings. So who among these people, by the way, do you think will have a sustaining marriage? Because as we said, there are so many ways you can get married for so many ways. You can get married because you want money, you can get married because you want papers, you can get married because you want to reduce your taxes, you can get married for so many ways. And but the question is, who among these people will say, "Oh, when it comes to marriage, I'm really a winner"? Is it those who married for material things, for feeling, or based on feelings, or based on appearances, or those who married based on their purpose and God's calling upon their life? Some, of course, it's simple. It's of course those, if anything that is instituted by God, just know that the only way for you to succeed and be happy and sustain it is to follow the standards and the principle God has laid with regards to that. And these are some of the things we lie and distract ourselves. And now you see a lot of people, "Oh, why is that this day this type of people get married and they get divorced? Why is it that, oh, there's a lot of divorces? Why is it that a lot of people don't tell themselves the truth, don't marry for the right reason? Why don't we ask questions or so like that?" So of course we move to the next in businesses. So as a business person or someone who wants to do business, if you see yourself focusing on just making money, know you're a loser. Because yes, of course, like every business, there are times that it's going to boom, you're going to make some good money, right? But what's happened those times that you're not going to make money? Tell me, if you're a businessman, you are not making money, what will you do? Will you be motivated, demotivated? Which of it? Let me know in the comment section. You are this amazing businessman. Yes, you have great business ideas. And your goal is, of course, there's no person who really do business to loss, right? But your primary goal and your sole focus possibly is just to make money. What happens when you don't make money? Will you be very motivated or discouraged? Let me know. Just put yourself in that businessman's position. What will happen to you? Will you be motivated? Will you be discouraged? So when it comes to businesses, I've noticed that a lot of people don't want to even learn what they invest their time, and people focus so much about money in business, which of course is the reason many people lose money. Once you focus on the wrong thing, you end up losing the main. Does that make sense? Once you focus on the wrong thing, if you focus, for example, on money in marriage, you end up losing the marriage itself. If you focus on the wedding, the celebration, you end up losing the marriage itself, the main things you're supposed to look at when it comes to marriage. So same applies to business and your career and every other thing. So let's talk it now specifically to business again. Let's imagine You have a business you want to invest in, and all you focus is how much will I make in this business, and you never take out time to check what do I need to do? What solution is this business going to bring? You don't have time to answer these important questions. What happens to your business the day you don't make it? That business is going to collapse. So, yes, business is not just about money, business is not just about good results. But for me, one thing I have noticed is that those who sustain in business are those who focus on the solution, bringing a solution to a problem. For example, this is we are streaming on multiple platforms. We're streaming on Facebook. Facebook is created by someone, right? Guess what? Because it's bringing solution to so many people's problems like communication. Oh, maybe you're in United Kingdom and you have a friend in the US, and you didn't have a way to video chat, and now we have platforms like this. You can call on video, or you have a business idea that you want to sell it, you want to share it international, and your problem was you didn't have a means to share it with a bigger audience worldwide. And now Facebook give you this big marketplace. This is a marketplace, by the way. Or YouTube gives you this big marketplace that you can come up with that amazing idea, package it in a way that can be advertised, can be promoted on these spaces or on these platforms. Guess what? From the United Kingdom, you're making business in the US. From the United Kingdom, you're making business in Africa. From the United Kingdom, you're making money from United Arab Emirates with that moving. So if we keep focusing on the wrong things, mostly as I said, business, I've seen a lot of people lost billions repeatedly doing the same mistake. Oh, this business, once you put your money, you're going to make 50 billions in 1 week. Oh my God, really? Or you see people who want to do business, and the first thing they ask you is, how much am I going to make every day, every month? It's not a job. So that mindset is that which you already know you're a loser. So if you see yourself, you want to do business, and the things that are coming to your mind is, or the questions you ask is, how much am I going to make? Yes, of course you're going to make, but once you focus just on that, no, that's a trade that you're going to win. So, guys, as you watch again, we want to know everybody where you're connecting from. We want to always connect with everybody watching us one on one. This program is every Saturday, same time. So, if you definitely want to shine your light, I think it's also very important that you don't shine your light alone, right? Are there selfish people connected here? I don't think so. I have just amazing people, right? So we are. That's why when we start, we always encourage people to share. So that takes us to our next indicator that you're a loser. Yes. Sometimes we think, oh, it's just about the things, the physical things we do, but this talking about relationship now, interpersonal relationship. Yes, of course, I know some people have never met me in person, but of course, I know also from the way people relate in this page. I know people who are very very kind. I know people who are loving. I know people who have positive mindsets, and I know people who are selfish. So, talking about interpersonal relationships, if you see yourself building relationship just based on how much you make, there are people that will only promote your business as a friend only when they are benefiting from you. There are people who will only be your friends if they are benefiting something. So, in other words, many of us have a lot of fake friends because we are just the one given. Because those friends are there because they are received, and sometimes we are also the fake friends. So yes, one way to know you are a loser is if you see yourself being so selfish that you only be in relationship based on your interest, not based on, oh, what can I offer to this person. So you want to only go where you eat something, you want to go only where you benefit, you don't want to be where you're offering. And the truth is, if put yourself as a winter jacket, yes, a winter jacket, consider your winter jacket, because at the end of the day, that is how God created us. All of us are shaped in a particular way to serve particular set of people or to serve in a particular way. But I think a lot of times as human beings, because we lie ourselves so much, we prefer to lie ourselves, by the way, and we prefer to be lied. We hate the truth. So what happened is this: God has made you different from me. God has made some people tall, some people short. If a tall person is beside a short person and a short person wants to get something up, what is the tall person supposed to do? Is he supposed to laugh or help that person take what is up and give to that person? Ask yourself the question. So if you understand that God has created us in different ways to adapt in different things, to do different things differently, you understand that we definitely need each other. We definitely need to complement each other. So if you are one of those, or you see yourself having the mindset of competing with everybody or going only to people that you can benefit or reap something from them without offering everything, that's the typical mindset of a loser. Sometimes you think you're winning, because the truth is, if you check for the same, blessed are they that give, right? To give is a blessing. So that person that you're taking from, what a lot of us don't know is you're blessing the person more. God cannot pour in a cup that is overflowing or a closed cup, right? So if you have closed your hands to only receive, know this today: you are limiting your blessings. Blessings follow blessings, right? As I said, money follow money, grace follow grace. When you see someone who is blessed like David, David was not perfect, right? But despite his imperfection, what happened? He had that God had that soft heart for him. Same, you want to check all the great people. So, oh, this man is a great person. The person is not perfect. The person is not possibly more than you in everything. But the person has something that the person is giving out. Maybe it's just the praise, the way David used to praise, giving out his all, the way you help poor people. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or not, God will bless you. That's how it goes. The way you help widows, orphans, and when you prisoners, the way you treat them, the way you treat strangers, you're going to have strange miracles. So that is how it goes. So if you see yourself in always this very, very selfish position to always want to reap, only want to stay where you're getting something and never where you're offering something, no, you will remain a loser in life, because that's where you remain. You always be looking for those who will be great, or you're always going to look successful people, and at the end you will never be successful, because you are not working looking for successful people or staying by successful people and eating crumbs from them. Doesn't make you successful. Having successful friends or successful parents doesn't make you successful. Yes, that's what it is. You can inherit billions, but doesn't make you a good entrepreneur. You can have billions in your account, doesn't even make you rich. So it's very, 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 very important we check these things. Some of us may be selfish, not knowing. Sometimes you're selfish thinking that, I beg, is this person who have to give me? I don't have anything. That I don't have mindset is one of the reasons some people even at the same spot since last year. Because the people you give, there's a possibility like Joseph. Joseph was in the prison, was going through something. It's not God did not just come and make him a governor, right? Something happened, and despite his own situation, he offered help. Just imagine that you have a gift of telling dream, and now somebody comes, you have a dream and you say you must pay me a fee, or you have a gift of singing, right? That when I talk about giving, guys, it's not always about money. We have to put that. Sometimes it's just about a listening ear. Sometimes you have friends that want baby because I could be now at my workplace, I could be making some dollars. Why would I go and be sitting with this person? Or you have a friend who is sick, you go and spend some time with that friend. Or you have a friend that needs help, you could go and pass and offer them. But because you're checking, this person will not pay me anything. If I could just go and work my extra time, I could just go and do that. But guess what? That's a limitation to your blessing. Because just like Joseph, the people you help may be the people that will take you to your destiny. So you refusing to help, or you looking only where you benefit, it's just a good and simple way to remain a loser forever, to remain a beggar, to be eating crumbs forever. So those are some of the traits that are indicators that we are losers or you are a loser. And to end today, I'm going to talk about one important thing: teamwork and confidence. So let me make it two things, by the way. So I want to talk about teamwork and work independently. So from the previous point which I talked about, it was all about interpersonal relationship. So I want to say it clear as it is. If at this point in your life, at this age in your life, you still believe that you have to do everything by yourself, get to the top, stay by the top all by yourself, know today that you're a loser and you'll be a loser forever unless you change your mindset. Why? You can't do anything. For you to get to the top, you need ladders, right? For you to calm down, you need ladder, and to climb and stay. So you can get to the top, but repeating your results and staying relevant is what many of us lack. How to get to the top is not even the problem. Top of everything, not just top of finances, guys, not just top in marriage, be having the best mind, but how do you also stay happy in your health? You need to know someone who can help you, maybe with information about your nutrition. You need to possibly have someone that can help you with how to manage your finances. You need to have someone that maybe has better understanding on career, have someone that also have better understanding of when it comes to management of organizations of things. So we are supposed to depend on each other. Winners depend on other people's time. Winners depend on other people's money. Winners depend on other people's talent. Winners depend. I put it like that. It may be 100% depend, or maybe 2%. So that is why you can see somebody who has money will always look for somebody who have the skills, the talents to employ. True. There is no employer that is looking for someone who is not useful. So what do you think about that? So that is to say, we all, if we can just understand that we're supposed to complement each other and work as a team, trust me, all of us will be winners. But of course, this is not how it is. It's so difficult for us to tell ourselves simple truth, right? Yes, because we are just so comfortable with the lie. So I'm telling you the truth today. That the day you start telling yourself that you need other people's money, you need other people's time, how can you also benefit from other people's grace, other people's talent, and celebrate them? Don't use them. Don't explore when they say you need. For example, I can see that, oh, this person has money and I don't have the money. I have the idea. So, okay, this is my idea and I know I don't have the money. You have the money. So how can we come together and put this thing and make this thing, this dream, a reality? That's an easier way. As opposed to me thinking that, I need to go and work for 15 years, make the money by myself, then take another 5 years, study the idea. That idea possibly another person already have done it very well. So you can see employ. So that's why we employ, companies employ people. But you as a person, do you employ people? Do you recruit people into your life? Companies really take time to recruit us for jobs, right? Which means every human being who wants to win, who wants to be great, who wants to be mighty, has to be very diligent. That takes us now to the second point I talked about, prayer and God. So has to be very diligent about the choices. So every winner, every great person is very diligent and very intentional about every step he or she takes. And most great people who are spiritual will always tell you that God comes first. God comes first. They allow God to give them those ideas. They allow God to direct themselves. But many people are confused. They don't even know if God comes first or money comes first. So take home is that to remain a winner, you have to choose a lifestyle for yourself. To remain a winner, you have to choose a lifestyle yourself. So what do I mean? You have to choose to live by yourself or to live for God or to live for people or to live for money. You have to choose. The reality is a lot of us have not chosen. So we just move with the flow. We just move with what is good at that time. When you have money, you are happy. When you don't have money, you are sad. What does that mean? You are living for money. As simple as it is. When you have food, you are happy. When you don't have food, of course, we all know the energy. We all need money, but it should not be your only drive. It's as simple as it is. So it should not be the main thing. Every friendship will be friendship only if they are poor or they are broke. Even if only if you are benefiting some money from them or not. You get married only if the person has the money to take care of you and nothing to offer. So guys, these are some of the reasons that we work so hard, we make it so well. And this is also one of the reasons that some people will keep complaining in a world that is changing, right? This world is changing. The same things that you bought, the same water that maybe last 5 years you bought at Walmart for maybe $2, that same water now is possibly $5. So you may think it's just in US that inflation is happening. Check out your friends in other countries. Check your friends in Nigeria. Check your friends in Dubai. Check your friends in Cameroon, in Germany. They will tell you a similar thing. Oh, this same water, I used to buy it 5 years at $2, but now I'm buying it at $5. €10 now I'm buying at €20. That is not only to water. I use water as a very simple example because every human being drinks or need to drink water every day, right? That's why I use water. So what about the other things that we need that are even like the prices are more than water? So just water is like crazy and basically cheap. So that's to say, yes, of course, the prices of things may keep increasing. Yes, negative things may keep happening. Then what matters is not what is happening, it's what you are doing. What matters is what you're doing. So before I go, one of the reasons I've seen a lot of us have these priorities changes, a lot of us make it so big and lose everything in seconds is because we don't plan. It's because we don't plan. And when we don't plan, guess what? Failure to plan is planning to fail. So a lot of us fail or become losers, not because we didn't have the means to become great, not because we didn't have the potentials to become great, but because we just didn't organize the things, the potentials of people, and maximize them properly. So I encourage each one of us that in every area in your life that you want to grow it, be very intentional to plan. Don't just run. Be very intentional to check each of the steps you take. And that being said, I must say that yes, I know in some countries I see the inflation, I see the prices is really, really, really frustrating that I meet. And life is so difficult, mostly for those who don't even have a source of income, those who don't have any means, any support, any financial support. So I want to leave you with this one message. Always have an open mind and know that wherever people say there is a casting down, indeed there's a lifting up. But you will always see that way leading up. That is if you look focus on the message in that situation. Yes, many people have made a mistake of focusing on one source of income. I'll take this opportunity before leaving today to say I have seen it as a problem to many people, a limitation to many people. I personally grew up in a family where they really, I don't know how to emphasize on this. First, not only promote, but force their children to go to school to the maximum level. But they also are very intentional in what we call in my family commandment 11. Commandment 11 is always think beyond the box. In simple, they used to say in what we're going to, we always say use your head. And they say common sense is not common. Like you can go to school, you learn how to the chemistry, they'll teach you how when you react this chemical with this chemical, it gives you this, you react a base and the acid give you a nutrient. What those things like that. Then now how do you apply it in your day to day? That is a common sense now, right? So I'm just saying that let's not put ourselves in boxes that we have to just do what everybody is doing. In these places that you have, wherever you see something is going up or someone is losing, no someone is making money. That is how it happens. Each time you hear, oh, somebody say, I lost this money, know that somebody made the money. So each time you see somebody say, oh, um, this is going down, no someone is benefiting from the down. So you can always keep learning on how can I, what can I, question like that, how can I, instead of I cannot. Because many times we have shut up many doors that God is opening because we are focused on a particular package. God, I need just a job as a source of income. Yes, in some continents, we know having jobs is very difficult. And yes, of course, some people had jobs, but now they are sick, they cannot work. So is that job value? No, they were at the top, but now they're losers because they didn't think about those days. And what if I don't have a job? So that's why I'm very, very passionate about talking this part of it. Yes, I can talk about us not keeping, not quenching our lights. I can talk about all the amazing things, us praying, trusting God. But I'm saying that each time you pray, God gives instruction. That is the truth. Each time you pray, don't just tell God you want. Have that open mind to say, God, what are you showing me to do? Yes, God, I'm in this time where things are going down. What are you telling me? Be open minded. Many of us have put God in our selfish boxes, the specific guy you want, the specific type of source of income you want. So that's why typically you see a lot of people talking about job. Job is very good, but job is not the only means of getting money. Mostly in this amazing generation, we had that thousands of legit, simple ways to make money. And by the way, if you're still in that set of, you're still part of those set of people who believe in working so hard their entire life, maybe for 40 years again, then save in the bank. Know that one day that money in the bank may be spent on just one incident and you will become back broke. That's what other some people didn't think about, and that's why they are losers. So as I said, your steps, be very, very intentional about your step. That's what make you a winner. Be very intentional about your finances. Be intentional about the relationships you're forming. Be intentional about what you're bringing to each table you find yourself in. Be intentional, like, oh, what role can I play in this time that things are going down? Once you identify your role, you identify your freedom, you identify your greatness. Is that okay? That is what it is. Once you identify your role in every place, in every situation, that is where greatness comes from. That is what makes you a winner. Once you identify that I am a player, but not just a player, I'm the one who's supposed to score this goal. I'm the one who's supposed to take. Once you understand, that is where you do the extra things that others are not doing. So hope we all enjoy this session. Yes, it's going to be another opportunity for me to say again, welcome to all. It's another opportunity for me to say again, welcome to all those who are joining this family. I know this week we've had a lot of people joining, most of my profile. You're welcome. It's still about the series of keeping our light shining, and this is just a reminder that we all are lights. And yes, um, a light, like every light, is dependent on the source. And as a source, no matter how connected you're a source, remember what you do with your light can either break the light, increase the intensity of the light, or dim the light. So we have decided that this year we want to be very intentional in keeping our light shining. So if you're among those people who are intentional that you want to do things different this year, you want to get things better, you want to be among the positive people, not the negative people. You want to be among those who are the reason why other people give testimony. You want to be a blessing to yourself and to others. Then you're in the right place. No negative energy, just positive energy. We are one very big family from every part of the world you can imagine. Every part, every religion you can think of, every race you can think of, every eye skin color you can think of. So you are all welcome. Stay connected and stay blessed. See us next week, same time. But encourage you, if you're not yet follow our pages or our channels, do that and stay connected for more amazing events and topics like this. Ciao.